possession by Shifin Rutherford, and the pressure just telling for Mahido. And looking for the big shot inner portion of the bat, so just a single. And they've got to be careful, Bangladesh
spinners. And no sign of seam. Fusion, not big ones, but crucial, small, which adds to the total. That's exactly what they will be hoping they can do. 97. Okay. Barishkan, Nurul Hassan, Rishad Hussain and Nasir Ahmed. We know what Rishad did, not only with the ball but also with the bat. Remember, he played a nice little cameo, 26 of just 13 runs, to give the lift to the total, to get across that 200 figure mark.
Yeah, Shumo Saka, though, he has been displaying tremendous patience, a lot of resilience, 40 from 80 deliveries. He goes for the reverse and he nails it this time. A wonderful strike. You just felt as though something had to give with him, looking to break the shackles, and he's done that wonderfully. First boundary after 52 balls, and Nexus pay for.
It also brings up the 100 for Bangladesh. He knew that he had a good connection, but he didn't bother to even run. There's a huge gap. But you just have to make sure that you get it over the top of the fielder at short point. It is a reverse, and there's no one behind him. So it's a clever looking shot. Remember, you already tried one more time before, which went all the way. 75 balls for the first 50, but it's taken its time. 103, the second 50.
Only twice before in ODIs has Alec Athanaze bowled 1 over, none for 7 against India in 2023, 3 overs, none for 12 against Sri Lanka in 2024. This spell, 1 ball short of 7 overs. What a delivery to end the over. So 7 overs now for him, 2 for 9. A phenomenal spell from a man who doesn't usually bowl. 101 for 4. We just want to make sure though, because there was an appeal for the stumping.
It's a Dutch get back.
Thought he had an opportunity for a wicket as well. Instead, it's an opportunity for the batter with a free hit. But that is unforgivable though. As a spinner, we've seen Akhil Hussain already with a no ball. That one didn't cost the West Indies anything. Is this one going to be costly?
He's only gone for 10 runs and he has bowled 2 no balls. Alec Athanaze, this is the second time that he has overstepped. Right. Now where is Shomo Saka going to target?
I just think they're trying to find out what the feel was for that previous delivery. Who were the fielders out? We also have another fielder, an additional fielder for the West Indies. Cat-like reflexes.
Didn't time it, but he will still pick up a single to finish the over. 103 before. Atanas has been very good. He's just gone for 11 runs and he's also picked up 2 wickets, a wicket each to Hussain and Modi. They bowled well. They have understood the fact that, this is the second time they've been asked to bowl first. That's the last ball of the previous over. Just trying to make some room. Was not ball watching, was she?
Yeah, discussion between Shai Hope and Akhil Hussain to cut that single at that square leg position, so the fine leg comes a little bit squarer, comes a little bit too easy for the left-handed Shaka to just nudge it there and rotate the strike. Has demonstrated tremendous control in his return to one-day international. Look at his conglomeration of deliveries in that good length here, 58%, able to extract some bounce and turn as well. That's the key component of good bowling. This is taken in the field, gonna be dismissed. Wonderful catch. Shubman Saka falling for the trap, losing his patience, and Akhil Hussain strikes yet again.
Yeah, that was the danger, and I'm not sure whether it was the right choice of shot selection at this stage of the game, because they've just lost Mahidul Islam earlier on, so he needed to take a little bit more responsibility. He tried one more time in the previous over. Remember when he took on that free hit, couldn't time it. This time tried to hit it out of the ground, finds the fielder. Now this is a big wicket, really good wicket for West Indies. Shubman Saka, after playing a good role with the bat, but throwing it away in the end. It's 45 he makes of 89. It's 103 for 5. West Indies putting things back in their favour, especially with the last wicket of Shubman Saka, who was looking set. In the end, I've got to say, poor shot selection.
Yeah, I agree with you, ill-advised, given what he's done so far, all of the hard work. 45 from 89 deliveries, 19 overs remaining after this one. Now you're dismissed, half the team down. And you can see how disappointed he is. So a lot of responsibilities on these two out in the middle and the batters to come. But success for Akhil Hussain. A triumphant return to this format for him. All smiles.
Nasrul Ahmed is the new batter. Bit of a surprise. Nurul Hassan were also available, but when you see that what they've done in this innings is to send, if there's a left-hander who gets out, they do replace the left-hander with a left-hander. Same goes with the right-hander. Maybe that's one of the cases why Nurul Hassan hasn't come yet to the crease. Wonderful display of bowling. Trying conditions, and you're playing with the patience as a batter and also as a bowler to make sure that you keep persistent with line and length, no matter what the batsman is trying to do. He gets off the mark with a single.
Yeah, a couple of the dismissal leaves a lot to be desired from Bangladesh. We spoke about them being tested, not only them, the West Indians, when they have their turn in terms of their technique, but also their temperament. Can they concentrate for the entirety of the innings? And a few of the batters have actually lost their concentration and gifted their wickets away. Yes, it's trying conditions, but let a good delivery get your wicket. Successful over from Akil Hussain, just a single from it, 104 for 5.
...104 for 5, with still 19 more overs available for Bangladesh to bat.
Oh, yeah.
It's a thin line, isn't it? It's a very fine line for the team management and the skipper who's in the middle to ensure now what should they be looking for from here on in terms of runs. 3.34. Oh, big turn. Did he get an egg? Did he get an egg?
Yeah, there was a sound. Might be batted in the ground. Shehoop was trying to get a stomping in. He was safe either way.
So at times, the batters can feel that we are not scoring runs at a good pace. Let's look to play some big shots. That has been the downfall for most of the batters in this innings. They also need to realize the fact that 19 overs, if they can somehow manage to curb the natural instinct to play shots, then just play the rest of the 50th over. Ensure that you're still there and utilize all the overs. Runs will come. But if you lose wickets in cluster, then it gets even more difficult.
And Nasum Ahmed just asking Alec Athanaze to remove his hat while he's bowling. Athanaze had
Bangladesh to carry it on. But they now have to start all over again. Now they need to find singles here.
Yeah, Nasum Ahmed has been brought in for his left unorthodox bowling more than anything else. You mentioned the reason why he's in now ahead of Nurul because of that right-left combination and the fact that the West Indians have left unorthodox and a right-arm off spinners. So one of the batters has it in his favor. Yep, we're seeing you. What can Mehdi Hassan Miraz conjure? They need him. Bangladesh, you remember his dismissal from the last game. 7 deliveries so far, yet to get off the mark. They need a captain's knock from him.
Might have struck him outside the off stump. What he's trying to do here is, because if you look at the field set on the onside, there's open spaces. There's only long on inside the circle on the onside. The long on fielder is inside the circle. He's at the mid on. So there's so much space to work around on the onside, and he's trying to play it on the on. Have a look at this. Premeditated. The ball is outside the off stump. So it's good bowling, good stuff from Hussain. And even if it's on the pad, he fails to hit it from the bat. That has been an issue. Now 9 deliveries without opening up his account. So pressure on Mehdi Hassan Miraz. This time it's an outside edge, and he will pick up his first runs. 4 in that over. After 33, Bangladesh 108 for 5. It has been so far. A part-timer has gone on to pick up 2 for 19 in 8 overs. Akhil Hussain, not the part-time. I'm talking about Atanaze, who got 2 for 11. Yeah, Akhil Hussain has been very good up also. Yep, Atanaze is the one who's on strike at the moment. In the attack. I beg your pardon. But what a spell this has been.
Yeah, remarkable stuff from Alec Athanaze. Really impressed with his control. He's bowled generally from around the wicket to the right-handers. Just look at that consistency. That's what you're looking for as a bowler. Consistently pitching on a good line and length, and then varying your pace from there. Wonderful stuff from him. All of the blues are the dots, and he's finishing the majority of those deliveries on the stumps. This is ideal for these conditions.
You're from Dominica, Alec Athanaze. This turned out to be a surprise package. To be able to read the conditions and then getting to adapt as quickly as possible has been outstanding. It's just been simply brilliant. Every time he has the ball in his hand, he's put it in the right place. He's hardly given anything away. And only a single in his 9th over. 109 for 5. It's all about the partnership. It has been difficult. Highest have been 28 of 64 between Mahadil Islam and Shumo Shokar. Shumo Shokar reaching everywhere, man. 27, him and Shanto. 22 at the top with Saif Hassan. It's been a struggle. The spinners were in business straight on. Saif Hassan nicking one in. Ridoy trying to heave it on the outside, gets an outside edge. Shanto would be very disappointed. A long hop straight into the hand. He did not need that shot from Aidul Islam also. Getting caught cash in the deep. Not only him, what about Shumo Shokar after really getting set and then hitting it towards the fielder at deep mid wicket. Some rash shots. Poor shot selections. 28 deliveries since the last boundary. And in comes Gudakesh Moti. 4 overs, 1 for 19. And they've left the onside open in terms of fielders inside the circle. Only that fielder at mid on. So anything on the pads, it'll be easier for the batters to rotate strike.
Yeah, you saw those highlights just now of the wickets that fell, and you're so right, Arthur. Quite a lot of them were unnecessary. But you have to factor in the number of deliveries that they faced and the fact that they weren't going anywhere, some of them, and they just felt the pressure. So it's one thing to just see the highlights, to see the replays, and then make a judgment, but also factor in the pressure that these guys have been under. And that's one of the reasons why you see those rash shots. So again, the temperament, the concentration, and all of those mental attributes that you need to be successful at the international level. Someone like Shumo Saka, for instance, he did all of the hard work, 89 deliveries for his 45. I mentioned before the start of the match, Arthur, that someone has to face maybe 140, 150 deliveries for 70 or 80 to get their team to a good total. He was on course for that, but he fell short.
Gone. Now then, he just might have come back. They'll go upstairs for the Dutch Bangla Bank decision pending.
TV umpire to director. We have an umpire review for a stumping. I've checked the feed, it's a fair delivery. Best side on angle, please. Ready, sir. That is grounded. That is grounded. Still grounded. Roll it one more frame forward. Yeah. Thank you. I'm ready with my decision for the big screen.
Well, he's somehow managed to come back in time. So it is a nexus pain, not out. Really went down the wicket and a long way, remember, because once he was beaten, he had to come back a long way and ensure his outstretched hand, the bat touches the ground before the bails were taken off. Extra bounce. That it took a little bit time. And he survives.
Yeah, didn't go through as quickly as Shea Hope would have liked, but he committed to the stroke. Mehdi Hassan Miraz, but still had time to get back. Sometimes you see batters abandon the shot and try to get back to their crease. He still played the shot and still had enough time to get back. We've seen a few records today at West Indies bowling with no fast bowlers, opening the bowling with 2 spinners, 3 left unorthodox bowlers. Another record has just gone down. They've bowled 35 overs now of spin in the innings, all 35 overs. The most they've ever bowled previously in terms of spin, 34 overs. That was against South Africa in 2001. So the most overs of spin for the West Indies in this contest.
And they've done a pretty good job, Tamil Badri, because you wanted them to be in action, pick up wickets, dry up the runs. That's exactly what they have done. So full marks to Shai Hope and the spinners. Run rate of 3.2 at this stage of the game. And spin continues.
I'm just wondering about the thought process though, from Mehdi Hassan Miraz a couple of deliveries ago, charging the left unorthodox with the degree of turn that we've seen. If it's the off spinner, fine, but not against the left unorthodox spinning away. Yeah, that shot, fine, plays it well, will get at least a couple. Yeah, 2 runs to end that over. 35 gone, 113 for 5.